Today you guys get to meet one of my all-time besties, Jess. I cannot wait for you to see all of the amazingness of Jess. You're gonna love her. Hey everyone, Katie Fortune here again. Thank you for being here today, and I am so excited to introduce you to my bestie, Jess. Hey Jess!
Hey everyone!
Awesome. Thanks for being here. So let's just get into this. I want to know about you, and you're really great about talking about all the wonderful things you're doing, and I'd love to everyone to know what you're up to.
Yes, okay. So obviously, Katie and I met at at a job a couple years back, and she is the biggest blessing in my life. I mean, there's been so much that I've learned from you, and I'm so thankful for you. You're my best friend, and we talk. When I say we talk every single day, that is no lie. Like, we either talk Marco Polo, we're texting, we're calling in the car, we do it all. So that's how I got here on this show. I mean, I feel like it's already like Ellen or Oprah. I mean, I feel like this is the real deal. You've got something going on.
Thank you.
So about me, I am an interior designer. I started my own business 2 years ago. I run a video series called Defy the Default. And my whole business model and kind of life mission is to teach young men and women of all ages to kind of defy the default and live into their true calling, to kind of soak in all of their and live into their like true God-given gifts, to play that out in their life the way that it should be. So I don't know if that even made sense, but Interior Vision is the name of my business, and it's kind of a play on words for interior design, to create and decorate a space. I'm a natural born creative entrepreneur, so to create spaces that invigorate your mind and create a place for retreat when your family comes home and inspires you to go out into the world and be the best version of yourself. That's what I do day to day. And Defy the Default is just kind of like another mantra that I've taken on through kind of, I mean, and I know we're going to talk about this getting into the pandemic, but I went through a really hard time in my life. And it's kind of, that's what shaped me into becoming an entrepreneur and stepping into starting my own business. So it's so relevant. What happened to me 2 years ago is now kind of the reason that I am here where I am today. I turned a negative into a positive, and I'm living my actual dream life. So Defy the Default is all about teaching young men and women to do the same thing.
Woo! And can you explain to everyone why you have a Wisconsin mug? Because that is very deliberate, and I want people to know that she is not in Wisconsin with me in this cold, snowy weather, okay?
I'm not. I'm very happy about it. I'm in South Carolina. I made the choice to move across the country. I've always been in love with the beach and wanting to live on the coast. So a year ago, my husband and I packed up and moved down to South Carolina. And I have this Wisconsin mug that I got from my mom that reminds me of Kate, because she lives on a farm and she has cows, and it'll become a petting zoo someday, because all of the cows have numbers right now, which I'm still against. But number 8 is my favorite cow. And last year, number 8 had a baby, and in honor of me, they named her Jess.
Yes.
Hands down, one of the best days of my life.
Hey Jess, here's the little baby calf. Number 8 had it. And guess what? It's a girl. We're naming her Jess. She's spunky, just like you. Everything she said is completely and utterly true, but there's also so much more to Jess, and I have to say she's one of the kindest people I've ever met in my entire life. She's the hardest working person. She's a bit crazy, which we love her for that. Everyone is, and that's why I love her the most. Hold on. I showed this in Abby's video, but Jess was the creator of this. So this amazing mug, and it's totally true. Tanya is the fun one. Abby's the kind one. Jess is the crazy one, and Katie's the strong one. Someday.
You know, it's good when I made that for myself. Well, we could literally talk all day long. I mean, we're BFFs. This could be a whole different thing, but let's just coffee cheers to everybody and just jump right into it, because I know you've got a whole agenda.
No, you're good. It's good. It's all good, girl. So I want to talk a little bit about how are things going with you and Sean and your life? Because as you can see, this series has been going on for a week and a half, 2 weeks-ish now. And I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm super excited to connect people around the world and talk about the different things, the struggles, the positives, the gratefulness in their lives. So what are just a few struggles, one or two struggles that you didn't realize would have come from something that we never thought would ever happen like this?
Yes. Okay, so my my biggest struggle right now, I think, and it's mostly everyone's, is just fear in general. I mean, no one knows. We've never seen anything like this before. Fear is such an enemy in everyone's lives, and not to get like too deep into it, but you can't let fear consume you, like fear of just living your life. I think people are cooped up in their houses. Mental health is a big issue with this problem. I mean, myself included, there's lots of things like I love to do, going out and walking on the beach. I take the dogs to the beach. We live right off the coast, in between Myrtle Beach and Charleston area. We can no longer go to the beach. Like, if you would have told me even 2 months ago that I would not be able to go to the beach, that everything would be shut down, I wouldn't even believe you. So it's crazy times. It's very scary what's going on in the world. So fear is my number one. I think everyone can relate to that, because you'd be lying if you weren't scared of what's going on right now. I mean, even fear of going to the grocery store. Like, we've got masks that we wear and gloves that we wear, and like taking all these safety precautions, and seeing everybody like pushing their carts and they don't even want to make eye contact with you. I mean, Kate, you and we are people. Like, we love to be out and be social and talk, and communication is a huge part of our lives. So for me to not be able to physically like be with someone and hug them, I'm a hugger. Like, I hate not being able to give people hugs. I hate being so distant. And I think that people need to kind of focus on connection in a different way. That's maybe not in person, that's more like virtual, like we're doing right now. But yeah, just the fear of connection and the fear of going out into the world and all of that. The second negative, I would say, is just loneliness. I'm a solopreneur. I work out of my house, but I'm rarely home when I'm working. So I'm at a client's house. I'm at the tile shop picking out tile. I'm working with my fabricator picking and seamstress to do window treatments. I'm picking out flooring. I'm doing plumbing fixtures, lighting fixtures, the whole bit. I have very close relationships with all of my vendors and all of my trades. And it absolutely kills me to not be able to just work in that way right now. I'm still taking virtual projects. I'm able to pick things out online, but there's nothing better than like tangibly being able to touch and feel the selections and the textiles and the fabrics and all of that kind of stuff. So it's very limiting. And even though it's possible to do my business virtually, I don't like the like removal of human interaction. So those are my two like huge negatives during this time that's just like weighing on my heart.
Mm-hmm. I will tell you, you'll be proud. I've always said I've been the weirdo that like waves and talks to everyone, and I could sit on a bench and talk to a stranger, no questions asked. I have now taken it upon myself with my mask, walking in the grocery store, being like, "Hey, how are you today? Are you having a good day? Oh, you can't see me smiling? I am."
Yes.
So I have, because I just
you
want
should
to
draw like a smiley face on the outside of your mask, because
I know,
so
I really should.
yeah.
Yes.
Less hate. Let's go motivate.
Hey, woo! Awesome. Yes, you're totally right.
Shameless plug.
Right. Thanks. Awesome. All right, that is so good though, because I feel everything you just said. Everything. Absolutely everything. And I am grateful that I can work from home. I am grateful that I have a really nice home office, as you guys see every day. I worked really hard on this, and I'm grateful for my significant other, Chad. I'm grateful, but there are days I am so lonely. And I am so grateful for Marco Polo. I'm grateful for you, Abby, Tanya, the people I talk to every single day that can lift us up and get us through the day. If someone's having a bad day, Jess will come on with a video like a wrecking ball. Okay?
Heck yeah, I will.
So just having, and or my when I get to go in a car, I feel like I'm like the dog out of the fence. Like I'm just like singing and dancing in the car. Like it's great, but it is really real. And I think that so many people will feel that and or are feeling that and can connect with that. So thanks for sharing those stories, because I think that is very, very valid. And even with me, you know what I do for a day job, and like we're trying to get a project ordered, and I'm like, we need to get these finishes to the customer so they can see them. We can't see them. So it's like,
oh my gosh. And okay. So I want to touch on this too. You and I, and we talk about this so much. We're doers. We get stuff done. Done. Okay. So like, if my client, I have been completely blessed to work with a client who, her and her husband are both serving the Myrtle Beach area in the emergency room at Grand Strand Hospital right now. She, like, literally working for them has been the most like amazing experience in my career, just to see how they're handling everything during this time with their family and with their lives and with everything. Like, they're the strongest couple that I've ever met, and I literally would do anything in the world for them. I actually I went to her house and I was like, girl, I want to help you in some way, shape, or form, like way above and beyond what I'm already doing just with interiors and with everything. Is there anything that I can get for you that your family needs? And she looks at me, and I will never forget this. She goes, we're kind of running low on toilet paper, and that's so silly, but everyone is like hoarding toilet paper, buying unessentially and everything. And I looked and I was like, could I like give you my firstborn instead? Like, I know I asked what you needed, but like, toilet paper? Are you serious? Like, how the hell am I gonna pull that off? But dang it, like, I did. I went to the store. Obviously, they had none. I was calling places before I went in. They had none. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go on Facebook. I'm gonna go on a Facebook group local to the area and say, please, this is the situation. This is a family that's in need. She was expecting at the time, and she actually had her baby yesterday. So I'm so excited to meet her. They're the cutest family of all time. Anyways, so I go and I'm on Facebook and I'm like, SOS, I need toilet paper. This is for like a family who's serving our community in the highest way that they can right now. Please, if you can do anything to give back, will you write me a message and I will pick it up from wherever within a 50-mile radius. Like, just tell me. So I had two women come through, and they were like, yes, absolutely. Within 10 minutes, I had toilet paper, and I was driving across town to pick it up. I had I had to trade Lysol wipes for one of them because we had like a thing of Clorox wipes. And then the other lady was so kind, and she just gave it to me, and I was sterilizing everything in the car, and I went and I dropped it off at my client's house, and it was her husband's birthday that day, and it was so funny. She like wrapped it up to like give it to him as part of his birthday present, and they were so grateful. But like, here's the thing. Now is not the time to be like getting all this stuff done. People are so hard on themselves right now because they think that they need to be like the perfect mom, they're teaching their kids all day long, they're maintaining their full-time jobs. If you're an entrepreneur, you want to write a book, you want to do this, that, and the other thing. And then you look back and you're like, what have I done the last 3 weeks? I've gotten nothing on my list done. I'm like just trying to get by every single day. You guys, if you get anything out of the message today, your job right now is to be a good human. Be a good human being.
yes.
That is all you need to do right now. You do not need to go, like when you go to bed at night, you don't think about and get anxiety about all the stuff that you didn't get done. Be happy that you got to spend time with your kids. Be happy that you got to spend quality intentional moments with your spouse on a walk, or doing things that you wouldn't normally get done. People pray all the time to slow down. Here it is. Like, God gave us this time to slow down. Take advantage of it. And if you are on the couch and you're watching movies snuggled up with your kid, that's okay. If you're reaching out to somebody, even on Facebook, and just saying, dude, what can I help you with? Like, be a good neighbor, be a good human. This is what we're being called to do right now. And you don't have to do anything else on your list. Just show up, be there for your people, and be a good stinking human.
Woo! That is fire. So good. Yes, seriously, that's so amazing. I loved everything you just said, because it's absolutely true. And you will see those people more than you won't. And I think that your message is so important, and I love your fire behind it, honestly. Just I know you, and everyone's gonna love it. But
all right, this gets me so worked up.
I like it. No, it's good, and because you have a heart, and you care, and you have a purpose, and I think it's great. So that is so awesome, and everything you just said is really great. So hey, give me something that you're super positive about and happy about.
Something I'm extremely positive about. Okay, this Easter, was very cool. Last Easter, so we had just moved here. Sean and I, my husband Sean, we just moved down to South Carolina. We've got our 2 dogs. We've got this awesome house. We're right by the beach, but I'm very family oriented. So it was very emotional for me last year to be away from family during the holidays. And we planned to go back this year for Easter because it was so hard on us last year. And obviously with the travel ban, we weren't able to do so. But I noticed something. We joined Zoom calls and we spent allotted time. You have to plan for these things to happen, okay? You have to plan to succeed in your day if you're going to meet the expectation that's in your mind, getting it into fruition. So on Easter, we all got on our little Zoom calls. And my mom's side of the family and my dad's side of the family and Sean's family, we all got together and we spent intentional time either talking on the phone, having FaceTime, and it was a riot. It was so much fun. And I felt like instead of Sean and I being the faces on the screen, passed around at family gatherings, and we only get a hot second with everybody, every single person was sitting on their phones intently wanting to connect with each other, genuinely wondering, how are you doing? How are you doing? What's going on in your life? What does everybody need help with? How can we make each other laugh and smile and just be funny during this time? We had egg fights through the phone. It's a Polish tradition. So we were egg fighting through the phone. We brought all those traditions to life through the screen, and gosh, that brought me so much joy. So much joy. Oh. And another thing is, I'm so proud of myself that I know that we both do this every single day. My morning routine. I'm so thankful for my morning routine, dude. Every single day, I get up, I wake up an hour earlier, I do my daily devotional, I write down 10 things that I'm grateful for, my 10 biggest goals and dreams. I plan out my day. I literally plan my day, and I set my intention for what I'm going to get done and what I want to do to be a good human and how I want to connect during this time. And none of that has changed. I drink half my body weight in ounces of water every single day. I've actually upped my immunity by my morning smoothie that I make. I'm adding in apple cider vinegar, things that are really healthy and good and fuel my body. I was so blessed to I bought a treadmill at the beginning of this year because 2020 was going to be my year, woo, that I was going to have my garage gym workout. So I equipped my home gym. I used to be obsessed with Orange Theory, and I still am, but going out back on my own in business, we were cutting costs wherever we could. So I wanted to recreate the Orange Theory experience and all the things that I love at home in my garage, so that no excuses, I'd be able to work out whenever at the same level of intensity that I was used to at Orange Theory. Well, I bought a Samsung watch to track my steps to know when my heart rate's in the moderate and vigorous zones, because that's when you burn the most calories. And I set up the treadmill, and I have these little walks and runs that I can do on the beach. I can go to Hawaii and do a 30-minute hike. I can search for beach runs locally in the area. I can turn on a virtual run to even go to Huntington State Beach Park, right down the road, and I can virtually run on the beach. Like, it is the coolest invention ever, and it's such a blessing to have that. So my morning routine is like all of those steps combined. I wake up every single day. Like this morning, it's a Saturday today. I don't know when y'all are going to watch this, but it's Saturday. And I'm in my comfy clothes, drinking my coffee, doing my thing. But I did my morning routine before we got on this call, because it's important to me. It's important for my mental health. It's important for my physical health. It's important for everything in my life. So I do it, and I show up for myself every single day. And since I choose to do that, I feel awesome. Like, everything negative, all the fear, all the anxiety, all the things is like being saved by this practice that I've included into my life, and I've intentionally chosen to do every single day. And I show up for myself so that I can show up for others during this time. And that is the number 2 biggest blessing of all of this, is I never appreciated that part of my day until we were in a time of crisis. And I look around and I'm like, I'm good. I'm so glad that I have this. My heart feels good. And I woke up today alive and well, and I don't have to get anything done per se, but I'm living this life of normalcy, and it's keeping me sane during all this like crazy external factors that are going on.
I love that. You're right. I mean, I got up, it's Saturday. Yeah. And this is how cool she is. She is hanging out with me on a Saturday morning. But I love it. I love everything you said. It is so good. And I know people are going to love this so much. So I appreciate just your time. We literally could talk for hours. Maybe I'm going to have to do another series after all of this is done. We'll see what keeps coming. But also, I just want everyone to know I'm going to have all the information that Jess wants to share in the description of this video. So make sure that you go and check her out, follow her on Instagram. She has some pretty amazing designs that she posts about, all of her inspirational things, her Defy the Default videos. They're just all awesome. So you guys are going to love her. Obviously you already do, but thank you, Jess. And I am so excited to do this again.
I'm here for it. I'm awesome. So here for it.
Are your dogs inside?
They are, yeah. I'm like surprised. Stella's my sweet angel. She's sleeping right here. Guinness could be eating us like out of house and home, but
not my shoes.
You can't hear it as long as it's not audio. That's good.
So I'll just say this a quick story. I had a heart-to-heart talk with Guinness when I came down to surprise Jess, and I looked at him like this in the eyes, and I said, Guinness, these are my shoes. You think you're going to eat them, and we'll have a problem, buddy. He's so great.
He literally he was on the couch, and he just let out a big.
He knows my voice. He knows that I was very serious.
You don't mess with Aunt Kate's shoes.
Yes.
Well, in conclusion, I just want to give you some words of affirmation, because you are doing such cool stuff. You guys don't know this. Like, this crisis just happened out of the blue. My girl came up with this idea, and she's interviewing people all around the world, and she put this together in a matter of less than a week. So just appreciate the amount of time and effort that she's putting into bringing joy into your inbox every single day. And I think that that's rad and amazing and so admirable. And like, you're a good human, dude. I applaud you for being a good human.
Thank you so much, Jess. Thank you for saying that. That's so kind. Oh my God, I love you. And FYI, I don't keep not good humans around me. So are you. You are an awesome human. I am so excited. Thank you again so much for being here. I love you so very much. You are such a blessing. And we'll have to do another one of me and you, because I want everyone in the world to know our story of how we've met. And we don't have time today, obviously, but that's a killer story. And we may have to have a couple more guests on that one as well, if you know. Yes. Awesome. Okay, well, we'll
have a little meeting of the minds.
Mic drop. Oh my gosh, I love you. Yes, maybe we'll do that sooner than later.
I
Have a
think so.
fun day. You have fun in South Carolina where it's warmer. So
Yes, I don't want to rub it in, but it is nice here. So
yeah, well, it's gonna be 60 here and sunny, and I am watching the snow melt, so we're good.
that's awesome. I love that. I love you so, so much. I know this girl's got another call in like 7 minutes. I'm sorry I took so long.
It's okay. It's okay, girl.
No, it wouldn't be me if I wasn't late to my own thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You best believe that when we get coffee dates, when this is all back to normal, that yes, I show up 45 minutes early just to be sure.
If you show up 45 minutes early, you're for sure gonna beat me. If you show up 10 minutes early, you're not gonna beat me. So
Where are you? Where are you?
this call, I was like this. I wonder how long Jess is gonna take. Well, I just want to leave with this. Everyone, again, give Jess some love. Go follow her, see what she's up to, hire her for doing your interior design work because she's the best of the best. And that's saying something because I'm an interior designer as well. She's amazing. So go check her out. And as always, less hate, let's go motivate and have a wonderful day and have that positive outlook on life like my girl Jess does.
Yes. Oh, so much love. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye, girl.
Love ya. I mean, come on. Give it up for my awesome bestie, Jess. She is amazing. As you guys all just saw, please make sure you guys check down in the description of this video for any information about Jess, because she's amazing and you guys will for sure want to follow her. Thank you so much for being here today. And as always, less hate, let's go motivate, and get out there and do everything you can do to stay positive and live your best life and be your best self. Have a great day.
The entire beginning, I blacked out and I was like, I'm so nervous. What's my name? What do I do?
That's actually going to be the blooper. You know how many bleeps I'm going to have to bleep out of this video because of you?
Sorry, not sorry.